Did Disco get crab yet, or?
We both
Yeah,
popped
they had
crab
crab.
immediately, and then this guy had like a crab battle, and then
Oh, you know what? Let me get
that
back
was
to
it.
that because I think from my perspective, we can go to Disco's perspective actually really quick. Yeah, it was here because I remember I was on that side or something.
I like using crab, or I like the idea of using crab early. I don't like when crab is being used in, I guess, such a passive state. I think is what I'm gonna say. Um, no one's set up yet. Basically, crab is preventing you, or preventing the other team from setting up. But other than that, it doesn't really get too much value. So I would probably crab a little further up next time, so where you can kind of like shoot the people who have already set up.
Yeah, I think I was trying. I think I remember I was trying to jump onto those crates, and I missed my jump and activated crab. I realized I was just gonna be blocking, so I went left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then I just tried getting the people on the snipe area there, and then I saw dualies in the alley, and I focused on them, and then died.
Yeah, definitely make sure you call out that you're going to use crab. Try to use crab in that spot, and then if you hear that call out, try to go help prevent people from rushing up, because like here the end parries are on the left. They kind of just took you down after you got crab. Having someone near you to prevent people from rushing in and flanking helps prevent stuff like that.
Right.
I love my drift so much.
Yeah, this one was unfortunate. I didn't realize in time that was the furthest ahead.
All good, all good.
Yeah, I think we're all been down here.
That was just way too aggressive for me.
Like off in like Nowheresville for that bit. Like, I didn't realize that they had left that area. This is miserable. There we go. Never mind. Oh, okay, I see how it works now. Yeah, I should not have challenged that crab. I think I didn't realize how low HP my bubbler was. I think that's something I sort of want to look at, because like, how fast did the bubbler go down? No, it's hard to tell. I died in the bubbler. just
I think that's just a latency artifact.
It might just be a latency thing. I might have pushed too far forward too, because of course I gave him enough window on his screen to kill me. So
Oh, that was just bad. I was trying to flank and I caught in the fox mix, and then couldn't do anything about it.
Good punish. Nice. That was not a good play by them. Should not have been throwing
Disco's
the balls
crab
forward.
was facing the wrong direction. How did I not see this? When did this happen? Oh, it was Lursa was all the
Oh,
way
they
back
were-
there.
We were looking at.
How did that even happen? I think I'm still
Apparently,
too far
Larsa
behind.
had just. I think they just didn't notice.
Oh no,
Just
no,
heard-
she booked it
just
away
fire.
while Disco was popping crab.
Yeah, they just drew the crab's attention away.
Huh.
Hey, that was actually pretty nice.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really good, but I'm not sure how intentional that was. Also, there was
I
no
mean,
one really there to actually.
I mean, even if there was no one there, there was. It pulled the crab away from looking at the basket where the rest of his teammates were.
At that point, everyone has like basically gone away.
Yeah, because I was
That's fair.
gonna say, I think right after that it was 3 down, right? Yeah, it was 3 down, and then I think now we're just
That's just
moving
not-
in.
That's just not a very good crab spot.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fair. But honestly,
can you go
that
back like maybe 15 seconds?
15 seconds. Okay.
I want to see that flank right you did.
Do you want me to spectate Lursa?
No, spectate Bradio. Is it Bradio? Am I pronouncing that right?
Video. Like
Right.
video. The whole punt's supposed to be like video game, but Bridio game. That's what
Baridio?
pun-
Gotcha. I will remember that actually. Baridio game. Gotcha. Yeah, go back like maybe 10, 15.
I think someone get my earlier attempted flank.
Oh, the attempted flank. Yeah, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
And then I'll switch to Bridia. What are they? They're left.
Yeah, I think.
I don't hate that flank. I just think you rushed in a little bit too quickly. You could have probably drawn their attention for a bit longer. And even painting, preventing them from easily pushing back is also not bad. I don't hate that flank. You could have probably waited a bit before you fought. Waiting for your teammates to come in and push from behind is really strong because you're in the back. You're just not going to be able to let them through, essentially, let them back up.
Yeah.
And you guys can like essentially just pinch them.
Sorry, what?
Yeah,
So I
I'm
think you had a
fully
good
honest.
idea.
Yeah,
Just-
I can't make it.
I'm not even fully sure how well I communicate. I was like flanking.
Yeah, I booked the
It's
thing.
like a very sudden thing where it's kind of just
Booked the
hiding.
thing. I know.
Mhm.
And I saw nobody even
Yeah.
notice I was there. I was like, let me
Okay,
Let me
yeah,
try this.
I knew.
Yeah.
Just couldn't
I
make
kind
it,
of got like
'cause that made
trigger
sense.
happy trying to get the
I'm good.
kill.
Mhm.
Thank you though for
No, I
checking
get
in.
that. Yeah, next time if you think you have a good flank, definitely communicate that you're flanking. Because a good flank is basically doubled in power if you have good teammates pushing up from the front.
Gotcha.
No, but I think that was pretty good. Good in concept.
Good theory.
Oh, she on sticks.
Yeah, she is on sticks. I did notice that.
Nice.
I mean, once you see it, it's kind of hard to unsee.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's also like very obvious that someone's using sticks.
I think too. She said she played handheld mode because one time she said her Switch was about to die. So
Gotcha. The stick's handheld, I trust.
Understandable.
I mean, I used to play like Switch with handheld motion like it was the Wii U gamepad because I'm like, oh, that's how Splatoon 1 was played, so it makes sense to do it like this.
I mean, I played a significant fraction of S2 in a handheld motion, basically until my Joy-Cons gave out.
Yeah.
I'll admit, at this point, I think I was a little too. I would think I was a little slow in acting on our advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Edge because like, go back a few seconds at this point and then
Yeah.
pause.
I'll keep this camera if that's fine.
It's probably fine. Yeah, I did notice you're a little slow on
Yeah.
pushing, but no, this is a good push. You guys are taking care of stragglers very well.
I
You can get
think,
going.
remembering back, I think I was just being kind of overly cautious.
Mhm.
This scene.
Yeah, recognizing that it's only the splash alive definitely would help. Knowing who's on the map, like who's actually alive, who has range, it definitely helps you make decisions on where you want to be.
Yeah. I think a big thing is like not only getting advantage but realizing when you actually have advantage.
Mhm.
Because like being able to create opportunities is important, but what I think a struggle with is realizing when an opportunity exists, like in general, or like if something just happened and
Mhm.
that there's an opportunity to capitalize. I need to be able to see that more often.
Okay, so if I were to give you like a random position, like a random time in a random game, you would be able to tell like who has advantage generally. It's just recognizing that in game you're having trouble with.
I think, think in the moment, yes.
In the moment, okay.
Yeah. If I were, because like it's a lot easier to tell these things in hindsight, you know. Oh, hindsight
Yeah.
is
Hmm.
fine. But like,
Um, well, the main thing to watch out for, using your HUD, using the top, 4 people on the screen of the enemy team.
yeah,
That's just a super easy way to see if, people have died. If someone is down and you're up one person, you can tell you're up one person. That should just be immediately telling you, okay, you can start taking slightly more aggressive positions. Um, you could be fighting a little more loosely. Your death wouldn't matter as much, essentially.
yeah.
That's just the main thing. Um, because the rest will just come with time. Actually being able to recognize that. Um, and you have teammates as well. So if your teammates also want to say, okay, we're like up people, or we can start pushing faster because you have all this space, that's also something people can be doing.
I think it's a
Yeah.
habit I've sort of developed where, like, if I don't have anything else to commentate, I'll just commentate on the game state, like if we're 3 down or if they're down 2 or if I get 2 picks and I'm like, just move in right away. Don't give them a minute to
Mm-hmm.
even react to that because the less time we give them, the better for our advantage.
Mm-hmm. No, that's really good. That's really good. Yeah, definitely continue doing that. Because sometimes your teammates can take a little bit longer to recognize when you have that advantage. Um, so making sure you guys at least are on the same page, I think that's really good. You could say the same thing about when a push is dead, like we're down two, don't push, just you want to back up, you want to take mid, hold space, stuff like that. Making sure you guys are on the same page, essentially. No, it's really good.
Yeah, I think that's stuff we've been doing too, like trying to tell people when they're the last one alive. Because honest to God,
Hmm.
having a verbal reminder from someone is like, oh shit, I have to change how I'm playing. And
Hmm.
normally
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
cannot figure that out on my own. So it's still hard for me to figure it out on my own currently. I think maybe with
Hmm.
playing more solo and getting better at recognizing these things on my own, it will become even easier for me to understand that. I think for now,
Hmm.
playing in a coordinated environment helps that a lot and probably makes me play better as a result. But
Hmm.
just in general, something I'm thinking about is I want to be able to recognize that on my own for like solo or for whatever because it's probably just a
Hmm.
good skill to have in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big thing too. I feel like a lot of our games, especially games where we are winning and then we lose like overtime, it feels like we lose that because we get that winning push and then we all die and I give them back mid and they're just able to steamroll that advantage.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like during the scrim, we had that like not the scrim,
The tournament.
yes the tournament, but also I was the Sindo queue that we had. And there was like a tower game and that last game where we wiped and we just couldn't push back in.
It was. You said it was during a Sendo Q set?
The one we did yesterday,
Yeah.
Ah.
which honestly is just more of a criticism I'm like on me specifically because like I'm trying to. I think I die too much. Honestly, I'm aggressive too much.
I think too.
Just
What is
trying.
it? It was S blast during zones. I remember too because I tried that flank the one time and it kept not working, and I had tried it in solo and it also wasn't working. And I'm just like, this flank's so hard to pull off because I feel like I have to paint that side to move forward, and then if I paint it, they're probably checking their map and they're probably seeing that because I remember doing it like twice and dying almost instantly, and I was sort of like, I can't go for that. I have to try something else. And I think the one time
Yeah,
I did get all the way behind them and I had Booyah, and I did use Booyah, but I had used it too late because I couldn't get the charge and throw it at the zone in time. So
yeah. Although for that last one, I was one who was like, can we get someone to be flanking? I would like try get that push.
no, yeah, I
That's
remember
my
that call out specifically because I was sort of upset that I had tried to go for that twice and I had failed both times, and I'm like, damn. Not upset at you, but like upset at the situation. Like just like, man, I wish I had got that to work because that would have been great for us.
no. I feel that. Also, I want to ask really quick as well, like going back to this VOD,
Yeah.
because
Don't feel bad about it. It happens, you know.
oh no, ultimately those are good games. I'm just like
Yeah. It's just
I
one
feel like I've
moment.
noticed that we wipe a lot. Like when we like get knocked out, a lot of times it's because we wipe when we have a push, and then we just can't get back in. Like there was like to lock us out mid.
Yeah. Come to think of it, the more I think about it, that probably is pretty true. I've just never noticed it until you brought it up.
I wonder if it's an issue of like overcommitting to a push, you know?
I
Oh,
think
like,
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
because like, yes, of course, when we have an opportunity, we should throw as much at it, but we need to be mindful of like not throwing everything to the wind, and and like and when we go in, we should have at least some idea of like if we need to, how are we also going to get out? Oh, because like our exit strategy just can't be to wait out the respawn timer, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I think maybe it was just a habit I had in solo where I would just like run in and throw all the clams in and then die, and I'd be like, "Yep, okay, that's the push. That was good." and not really realize
Yeah.
that if you stay alive and you hold that space, you could probably get another power clam and then score again.
Yeah,
something
bad
like
case
that.
of solo queue syndrome.
Yeah,
Honestly,
probably.
I think it's mostly just that game plan knowledge where when we have those pushes and like the one I'm thinking of is there's that one tower game in what's it called? I can't pull up the map, but there's one of the newer maps. Oh, Ramen,
Ramen, yeah.
where we were like winning. We had a really good push, got the 14, and then we were all on tower and we kind of like died on our near tower, and then they were able to take back mid and then push it all the way to like 8.
I don't. To tell you the truth, I don't think it was solely because we died on that push that that they were able to push all the way to 8. I think there were probably several times in which we staggered or they locked us out or something. It could have started there, but I think there was so much time between that push and their push that there could have been something else we could have done to stop it as well. It could very well be if we all hadn't died there, then maybe we could have staggered or not staggered, prevented ourselves from all dying, held them off, and then got back and scored more and KO'd, and then that would have been the end of it. It is a
Maybe
point where we probably could have turned it around, but there might be others.
I think we should definitely review that game and see.
Yeah.
I think so as well.
We can do that one next. For now, I think we should just see how we do in overtime because I need to refresh myself.
We can play this out. I think it came kind of down to the wire, or in overtime.
I don't understand what's going on. I need to get a new controller, but I really don't want to spend $90 on like a Switch 2 controller because that is so cringe.
Would that even work with the Switch one?
No, but I might be getting a Switch 2 soon. I actually don't know. I asked for it for my birthday, but I have no idea if I'm going to get it or not because pre-orders suck.
Oh yeah, when's your birthday? Yeah, hold up.
I'm gonna be real. My situation's kind of tight right now.
Yeah, it's probably looking like a PS5 situation, and then they're probably going to get even more expensive. And yeah.
Yeah. Unless there's a literal competitive advantage to a Switch 2.
Yeah, I don't think I need it right now because I think all I would use it for would be to play this game.
I mean, all I use my current Switch right for is Splatoon, so.
Yeah. I probably. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, in retrospect, I remember, like, dying with this bubbler on defense because I decided to grab the power clam that was completely irrelevant when, in fact, all we had to do was not die. Like, I think I just go for it, and then I get out of the bubbler, and then the dually kills me instantly. So, like, that's probably exactly what you're talking about with the whole staggering thing, where it's like, we got a good push, we're 3 down, and now I'm dead, and we're all dead, and now they have mid.
Sometimes all you need to do is hold.
True.
But that's the eternal lesson. Sometimes all you need to do is just stand there and not let them go in.
Oh, this I remember now.
Oh, I remember now. I remember
Yeah.
now what happened. Yep, now I remember.
They whiffed their clam. And if they didn't whiff their clam, I think we would have lost.
Yeah, I think I went back too far. No, hold on, I'll keep it here. Yeah, they didn't whiff it.
Yeah.
I remember I think I was dead during this, so I didn't even see it happen. Yeah, and then that's the end of
Curiosity,
it.
can we?
What?
Nothing.
No? Okay. Which one was the TC game? This one. That's Spot Zones.
It was like the second last one in that set that we played, I think.
This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Syndicate queue, I believe. I This is me switching to S-Blast for like the first time and having mixed results. Mixed bag. This was the game I did terrible in, actually. I remember now.
Oh yeah, we had Hugh on S-Blast and Lewis on Rush, which I didn't even know she played until when she picked it for game 1.
Yeah. That's 2
Nice.
down at once. That was an insane stamp throw. I think I could have gone further up here. I didn't even realize looking back at this, but there was like nobody there. Like I think I was just afraid to move around the ledge.
Oh god, I just realized something.
What?
Do you know what this reminds me of?
What?
Muscle Forge Fitness.
Eek.
Does anyone remember that?
Oh my god, I see it.
This is literally just Muscle Forge TC, but better.
You're right, because you have that little alleyway you drop down into.
No, oh, it still sucks. It just sucks slightly less.
Yay. That was... Right, I forgot we both got too close and just died to the blaster there. That's so embarrassing. Super scattered here. Oh, wait, never mind.
Oh shit!
Arcader just wins.
He just goes in and wins. Also, it feels so strange to see a Lorsa off Flingza.
It feels so strange too. I thought that was like the only weapon they were gonna play. I should have called that blaster. I think I should have been more aware where that blaster was. That was like a really bad death because that was so preventable. Because I can hold the Booyah for as long as I want. Range can't shred it. So if it's just him there, like what is he gonna do? Sit there and stand still and hit me with a direct over and over? Yeah, like I should see that coming. So what is this? Arcader is fighting the range currently. Bridio is the only one on tower, and everyone else is dead. I think the heavy edit is respawning because there was that double up there. Yeah, here comes the heavy edit. This is a crazy set.
That was a hell of a ride, though.
Yeah, that was... Honestly, you took good advantage of the space. Because what is it? With
Yeah.
Arcader fighting the range blaster, you were essentially up one. Yeah, then he fell off. Nobody was
I mean, not even just that they were up one, just that the blaster wasn't looking at the tower, so they couldn't poke behind the central pillar.
Yeah, that was a good use of distractions. I thought there was someone on the tower here. I was just doing nothing.
Yeah, I think here's what I was talking about, where it's like, we all die here and carry up the capital mid.
Yeah, and then he has Azuka and he's already pressuring our spawn, actually. That's an insane turnaround. Stop. Please. I beg you. Thank you. Jesus, the dapples. Oh my god. I need to spectate myself here because I want to see what happened with that. Yeah, that was actually, I just put myself in a terrible position. There's a blaster under ledge. I dove into a torpedo, and then I blow up literally the next frame. Yeah, so trying to think of what kind of position I could have taken that wouldn't have put me in like the death zone there. Cause yeah, range blasters down there.
Honestly, maybe staying here by snipe would have been the best idea because like you see immediately after there were like several coming across the bridge.
Yeah, like what is it? I can get a view of them. There's all three of them there. So if I move down that ledge there, like I'm going to, like they can all see me. They've already all seen me move out. The torpedo has me marked. Like that's
honestly,
he's already pre-firing it. Before I'm even there, he's already pre-firing a shot. Yeah, so they knew I was gonna go there. What are you gonna say?
Like, yeah, basically immediately going the other direction, at least like around to the other side of snipe might have been the better call there. Especially because like if they were still going to move across the bridge, you could poke them from around there.
Yeah, that's true. Also, it is a grates bridge, so if I jump and use the what's it called, the short range mode, then I'll be able to flush them all out of the grates or peek from under the ledge there.
Yeah.
I think the heavy edit would still be able to see me, but I think the thing too, if I poked out from that side, they assume I'm on that side. They still do the same course of action, which is pre-fire the side they think I'm gonna go, but I'm not there anymore. Then that's even more huge.
Stopping the tower is important, but you still had like a pretty solid lead to work with here. You had room to breathe, so.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, I understand the urge to want to like stop the tower from moving, but like there's momentum here that you need to slow down first.
Yeah.
It's like trying to stop a car. You want to stop it slowly instead of trying to get it to crash into a wall. Because there's a non-zero chance the car will just go straight through.
Yeah, that's true. You want to like, I imagine it's sort of like a car rolling down a hill at 20 miles an hour per hour. Would you rather like throw sticks under the tires until it slows down to like 5 and then try to stop it with your hands, or try to stop it with your hands at 20? Because one of them might work and the other one might break your arms.
Well, break your arms, or in this case, kill you.
Yeah, in this case, kill me. I'll go back up to overhead for a minute.
Also, you guys do have like things you can just straight up spam at the tower. Or like you have burst, suction, and torp and splat bomb. You can always just, if all else fails, throw shit at them.
Yeah, it might not like get them or get them off the tower, but it might buy for like a few seconds to get points.
Yeah.
Undertow, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. My bad.
No, you're good. It's just you hadn't said anything.
I'm enjoying listening to you guys talk.
That's fine.
Talk things through. I think that's cool.
I think it's just with this game, I want to figure out, like, I did really good on some I did really good on some games with S-Blast, and some other games I did really bad. And I need to find the difference. This was one of the really bad ones.
Yeah.
I will say also, to be fair, we did not have like any range at all. Like, not that Edit has the most range out there, but can kind of do an anchor job really well. Whereas we had, I
I think
think
the
the
longest
most,
range weapon on your team is S Blast.
I think I
yeah,
would have the longest range, unless it might be tied with Wiper or something. And range also has more like better long range pressuring because its
Better like
indirects are very large at a range compared to S
yeah.
blasts, which are small.
Do you
yeah,
think it may also so like maybe there was just some kind of composition issue here. Or like
that's
Maybe.
part of it. I don't think it's
this
the biggest thing. We're not at a skill level where cops are gonna like make it or break it.
I mean
Like
yes,
you could encounter a team of four splooshes and they can demolish if they're skilled enough
like
a balance cop.
I accept that. Like yes, we're not at the skill level where comps will make or break something, but like it can definitely make things harder.
That I'll agree with. Yeah, like at any level, you can be comp diffed, and it might just require more skill to play around, or it might be require less skill to play around. But it's something that you have. It's still an important variable, of course,
Yeah.
even in low
I
level. It's
agree
not
with that.
like unimportant. And of course, you have to be playing your comp strength as well. If you have a comp that's really strong in some aspects, but you aren't playing to those aspects, you're shooting yourself in the foot.
I,
Were you gonna say something? Did you cut out?
Me, I just said, mhm.
Oh, you said yes. Okay. Sorry, I've been getting cutouts a lot. That cooler. Were we all dead when that cooler went up? Hold on.
Yeah, we're all running back. I'll be honest, that was not the best cooler. But it's
yeah.
also, I was definitely panicking there. I thought I could hold mid, get you guys to come back and grab cooler, and then go from there.
Yeah, but I think there was the
And
shot
then
that
I
fired.
died, and nobody could grab cooler.
Yeah,
That was expected.
I think what it was the shot was. I don't remember if we called it or not. The shot was behind us. It gets Arcader. It gets me. We're down like 3. Britio's the only one alive. And then you get a pick on the range blaster. It's a 2v1. And I think Dapples just jumps out immediately and shot's too far to contest. So that's interesting. Oh no, wait, the heavy edit jumps in here. And they don't
Yeah.
push tower? I mean, I guess, yeah, if they're 3 down.
I think that they noticed that you were in mid and wanted to deal with you.
Yeah, they
Go
probably
first
all
before
decided
trying
to focus
push
that, so
the tower.
they would have a numbers advantage while we respawn almost immediately, even if they can't
Yeah,
KO.
especially because like you, yeah, especially if you since you had dropped up to cooler in mid. If anyone else jumped to that would be a free camp.
That's also true.
That would have been a free camp.
Yeah. I think the flank I did was good. I think coolering there and trying to, when I didn't have full control of mid is bad.
Yeah. I think, think maybe either or trying to hold on, go back to just after they had gotten the pick on the blaster.
Hold on. This is the camera angle ever. Is this too far forward, or where did you want to see this?
Where Brittany had was mid flank, and he just got on the spot, and he was moving into mid.
Wait.
I think the previous, like before I dropped cooler.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like that
Like
flank.
when the push ended. Okay, I can go back there. Yeah.
And then pretty much,
Yeah, this.
yeah. So, you dropped here, and the dualies immediately see I wonder if it would have been a better idea. And like you get the dualies immediately.
I think the
No,
dualies
they
miss their
jump
reef
out.
and jump out is what happens.
Yeah. So, like, I think a good idea might have been to just like immediately try and hide again instead of like making yourself incredibly visible in mid.
I think painting
I,
up was a good idea. I think he just didn't have to paint that far forward, especially when we were 3 down and the Dabbles had just jumped out and they were all respawning. They were going to get there, I think, before we would have.
Mm,
I think, yeah, I liked painting mid. I think my biggest mistake was first coloring when it was not safe. Secondly, not recognizing the shot was
Yeah, the
in
shot
like
had
in our
Suka
base,
2
in
of
our
us from
flats.
behind and it was moving in through the grates. Yeah, like, hold on, let me switch to him real quick. So just move here, and yeah, and then they immediately see you right here painting up in mid.
Because I'm focused on there, and then I recognize the shot too late.
Yeah.
My goal is just trying to get us like an anchor, help us get back in mid and maybe push. And
Yeah.
then
I think in general it's always a good idea for whoever's left, regardless of their weapon, to just try to provide jumps or to find a safe spot or at least paint up the areas
Yeah.
near our base.
To be honest, that was kind of the line of thinking I was trying to get across. I was just like finding a safe spot to stand and and so like you have a place further ahead to regroup, you know?
Yeah. That makes
yeah, I
sense.
get that.
I don't remember if I called out this range blaster or not. I should look in the VODs and see if I called them out there when they were underneath. Oh yeah, because I think all 3 of us dogged them, piled on top of them. I think, what is it? I think we just go down too fast. Yeah, we're already down 2 with 3 seconds left, so it's just not gonna happen.
Nice.
Maybe we should do a win now. We always do losses. We should do a win. No, wait. The win was the Clam Blitz. Maybe a different win. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm down to look at another loss, to be honest.
What is this one?
Do we want to? I mean, we can keep doing Sender Q stuff. I don't care. There's also those games against that highly rated team that got DQ'd.
Yes!
Oh,
The
yes,
last games we played in the tournament. Oh boy.
For
Yeah.
context, Konakana, this is the team that eliminated us from Miku Miku Beam, and they were DQ'd for being above Div 7 or something like that.
I think it was What the
Dang.
Fuzz, wasn't it?
They had members from What the Fuzz.
Oh, okay, but it was not the full team itself.
I know, it was not late.
Not Lee yet. That was
Yeah, I
they were a
think
pickup.
I remember Ollie was on What the Fuzz.
Yeah, he had a bunch.
It was not Daniel. I thought
Dang,
Daniel was a good one.
I think Daniel was the top 12 Clam Blitz. Someone was top 12 Clam Blitz
I'm
NA.
pretty sure that was Daniel. Like if I had to bet, I would say.
I think we a lot in these matches. We had a lot of trouble fighting in a pencil rapid pro deco comp.
Yeah, I can tell with the KDs.
Holy shit! Yeah, I think
It was
continues in the next.
it was pretty spicy.
I want to see this game. I think this would be cool. Because didn't let them knock out, which is pretty nice.
I mean, we didn't let them knock out, but if my memory.
No, they didn't knock out this game. I don't think they did.
No, they didn't, because it would have said knockout on the top.
Yeah, no. But if I remember correctly, that was because we were saved by the timer.
No, we gave a good fight here. But, well, ruined by a timer. Oh no! I get what you're saying. Now. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get killed instantly by pen.
I like that you guys were both on right. That was cool.
Oh yeah, was it me? It was me and Arcader, was it? Or was it someone
Mm-hmm.
else?
That was you guys.
Yeah, 'cause I think Arcader was on the other side, and then he switched over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Neo, you could probably put a little further back there,
Yeah.
knowing that they had the weapons there that they did.
That I was. I'll admit, I had just kind of done my usual role,
Mhm.
and and I basically got summarily punished for it.
All good. All good.
Yeah, I think I just didn't really adapt my usual play to having to deal with multiple long range weapons, and 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 I think especially the sheer amount of chip damage that a composition like this has. That's that's because if I remember correctly, that was something we brought up after the fact,
Mm-hmm.
that we kind of struggle against like very heavy chip damage comps in
Chip damage
general.
and AoE, specifically with buckets. I don't think we fought too
Mm-hmm.
many blasters, but the fact that the rapid deco and the range were giving us problems, it's definitely the AoE.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, AoE is very strong, so I'm not surprised.
It is. It's something that I definitely have to learn how to fight better as an edit.
Mm-hmm.
I think too. I talked
Okay.
about switching to S blast more often because I think decav is a weapon that fights very easily on flat open ledges where you can easily have line of sight with the opponents, and if they try to play under a ledge, you immediately lose all your effectiveness unless you can like dash around the corner or something because you have two horizontal slashes and one of them is bigger.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
I think I talked about switching to S blast, and that's why I tried it in that other scrim because I'm like, we want to fight AoE with AoE and see if that makes a difference, if that's significant enough to make a difference, if the paint cut in our normal comp would be worth it. Because I think Head It and Splash is an insanely high painting comps, two high painting weapons. So I figured, if I swap out the decaf for the S Blast, we're still gonna be able to paint quite a bit. Decaf's already a bit slow anyway.
True. Although with that
You
thought, it might
still
be
paints a
useful to
bit.
have an edit for that last scrim.
Oh yeah, we had the Zap instead, which is true. But what are you gonna say, Honekane?
Yeah, Decav still paints a decent amount, definitely more than S-Blast.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
I could see what you're saying if you had chosen vanilla S-Blast with Sprinkler Reslider.
I don't think I could
But
play the
please
Sprinkler
don't
Reslider
go,
one.
please don't go that one.
I was gonna say no, I can't,
Oh
man. I
gosh, no,
can't.
Jesus, that kit is a travesty.
That kit is a war crime.
I remember when that kit first came out. That
No,
was literally when Reef Slide was
no,
like
a kit that's a war
unusable.
crime is Neo Sploosh.
I feel like it'll have a niche, but yeah,
Zone's niche.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Guys, I can throw
And
a
even
sprinkler at the zone and throw the reef slider at the zone. Do I get anyone here? Oh, I get. Oh.
Oh, huge two. Good
Oh.
trade. Good trade.
That's crazy.
Trades are
And I get the
especially good
jump.
when you have advantage. So, good stuff.
Yeah. I did put a bubble wrap. I was gonna say,
Nice.
why am I
I
looking
like that
right
you guys
at
are
that
staying
pen?
up. Yeah, realistically, you weren't able to back away. So, that was a really good fight.
I have to
Guess
fight the
the grab.
crab. Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
that was
I think you're on tower by yourself there a little too long. You want your teammates pushing ahead of tower, essentially.
yeah.
It's just a little risky if you're by yourself up there. So yeah, just hang out in mid for a bit, play for space
Yeah.
and time, essentially. All good.
I think there's still a remnant of that instinct I need to fight off
Mhm.
from solo.
No, I'm not worried. about that. You guys are improving pretty fast, so it'll come with time. Don't worry about it. Nice. I like you guys are focusing right mid. On fort with the pencil.
I crabbed there like 3 times in this game, and every time I get like 0 value because of that range blaster.
Yeah, the Rapid was able to poke you from
Oh,
around the
Rapid.
ledge because they have such huge range. They could probably even hit right behind and hit the pilot directly with the indirect blast.
But Rab just in general gave me so much trouble. But like, I figured like that's a good place because I'm like flanking the tower, and I just never get any value.
Maybe is every time that you popped it, was the Rapid near there? Because maybe just a matter of knowing where they were and knowing to not pop it there if they were there. Because was it there in mid here? You know, you go to pop it and they're like on mid, moving right anyway, so they just see it and they immediately act. So they're just
I'm also
moving
doing
fast.
it when we're down 2, like very defensively there, trying to stall. I think we're talking 2. We said like strikes might be better since you can stall the tower a lot better.
Yeah, come to think of it, I'm not sure why we did crab for this. Strikes probably would have been better.
Yeah, strikes are really good.
I think that's just not knowing.
I think it's a personal preference thing, but I would probably go T-Tech over N Splash if you're going for strike. Well, not if you're going for strikes, but with your play style, and just how good strikes are.
Yeah, I can see
yeah,
You think
that.
that's you should pick that up over
a strike
V
weapon that can
or
always
Neo
go
Splash?
Yeah, you can definitely try it out. Play basically whatever you like. As long as you aren't like completely throwing with the weapon and the weapon comp.
Yeah.
Play whatever you want, to be honest. Whatever you think fits. I think T-Tech is a good option. I don't think there's much reason not to run it if you're interested in it. I think it has strikes. Obviously, it's got a good bomb for poking. And then it fights fairly well. Definitely more than Splash would fight. Because if you pick up End Splash is basically just going to spam strikes and paint the floor. If you guys don't think you have you struggle with paint, then you don't really need to go End Splash. Typically, people will use V Bucket for strikes, not specifically for strikes, but it's a really strong weapon.
It's a good AoE weapon with a splat bomb and strikes. So
yeah, not only is it a good weapon, it also has a really good special and a pretty good bomb. So Bucket is an option, but if you're not interested in it, I think T-Tech is completely fine.
I think Neo, were you the only person here who had said they had played buckets before?
I had touched it briefly.
Good enough. We ship it in tournament.
Yep.
I think.
Yep. You're going bucket. You're a designated bucket maid.
No, actually, no. I will say I have tried bucket.
I only have like 2 and like some. I only have 2 stars on this thing.
Because I remember seeing it was a meta. I was like, I played Try. That's good. Maybe V-Slosh's thing was Try. And it was not the same as Try.
V-Slosh is not the same as Try. Try is very close range and has a very generous hitbox.
Yeah, I have like 3 stars with V-Slosh.
Yeah, Try you essentially just hold forward way more often, and you're going to be using the one with Fizzy Cooler, so you're going to spam Fizzies.
Try is flawed
basically.
Pyra.
Sorry?
Try is a flawed Pyra.
Yeah, whatever that means.
I mean, I was roasting Zap and Arcader with Try when we're doing 2v2.
I can't fight it. I don't know how to fight
That's funny.
I can't
That's
fight
funny.
it.
I gotta watch that.
No, you
Can we
can't
record
watch
that,
it.
or-
You can't. We'll look at it after this. I think it was like a PB2v2.
Oh, it was a private battle? No,
Yeah, it was against our own teammates, so not
Mm.
crazy.
Here's a thought.
Oh, what the?
Whoa, crazy
Oh,
pick.
yeah, hold on.
3 of them
gonna say-
explode. Wait a minute. Wait a
You got to.
minute.
Neo, I was gonna say probably jump back because that's not a super ideal position, but I mean if you guys made it work.
I was gonna say, yeah, me and Neo kind of got cornered by the Rapid there.
Yeah, if you're ever cornered like that, don't be afraid to jump out. Jumping out and repositioning is I don't know if I like that cooler, to be honest. I feel like that's kind of a selfish cooler.
Yeah, that wasn't really a selfish cooler. Or I'm gonna be real with you.
So what,
Oh,
Rio
good. Oh, good.
dies?
I would do the exact same thing in your position. I would. It's not the correct play, but I'm greedy and selfish.
Aren't we all?
So.
Yeah, I think
That is a
Arcader just
That
gets
was
one
good
in the
though.
back, and then Britio not Britio, Neo
No,
gets
I'm
two.
dead. I'm super dead.
He's
I'm
super
dead.
dead.
I kind of just jump into 3 people and die.
Hold on, was this? I want to see who got these because was it just Neo just like had a full charge, just had it, and mowed them off
I think it was
tower?
just, you know, here had a good person.
Yeah, he just did a full charge and mowed him off tower. Okay.
who got the one in the back though? Oh, because I only
think-
got an assist for that.
I think it was an Arcader. He might have hit him. Because I remember he came up from the left and went in towards mid to pinch him. He probably got the last one, I think.
Out of curiosity, can we see his perspective briefly?
Sure. Whipper. Oh, it's just a torp.
Oh yeah,
combo.
he
just threw a torp and it landed.
Huh. Oh, ain't that convenient? Honestly, yeah, I could probably have saved the cooler, because it likely would have come handy in this actual push.
And there we took
Good
another
punish.
2v1. That was good.
Huge. I like that.
It's kind of awesome. I think I tried to do a tower jump there to get on grades, and I did not get it.
Yeah, no, I think that jump is
Good
kind of
bubble. Good bubble.
Do we all die here? I think we all die. We just all die. Yeah, we all die.
Yeah. That was a really good push though. I think you guys played that really
Yeah,
well.
that was 14.
You just kind of like fizzled out at the end. You got picked off.
Yeah.
Oh, here again, this is one thing as well. Where
Go back a few seconds. Kind of
Yeah.
like when they started. Yeah, like right when you guys died, basically.
Alright, I'll keep it on tower cam.
Yeah. Maybe back a few more. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it. I trust. Okay, cool. Notice here how quickly they just take space. They're just kind of rushing out. Like, you see Pencil's riding tower for special, because you get special when you ride on tower. The whole team. Just notice how fast they're taking space here. They're kind of just like holding space in mid. They're really focusing on whoever is just left. I think it was a good grab on Fort Hammer. Okay, good trade. Yeah, I would have backed up a little bit there. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I only saw one of them. I didn't see the other.
Oh?
That was not a good
oh,
jump.
this I remember.
Uh-oh.
I tried to jump back to spawn, and I clicked on arcade and
Unfortunate.
that's the D-pad thing that happened.
Just X down A always.
I tried, and I just fumbled it. I was so upset 'cause I lost Crab as
What?
well.
What D-pad do you have? Do you have like a Pro Controller D-pad, or is it
I
like
had the
something
Pro
else?
Controller.
Really? You just might tap a little bit too far to the side.
Yeah, I keep remembering I clicked either the bottom left or the bottom right. So I kind of like, I think I just hit both at the same time, or maybe like, I don't know how to describe it, but like the bottom of my thumb hit bottom, but at the same time the top of my thumb hit like the
Yeah, because
right.
I think with the D-pad, if you hit down or you push too far to the right, you won't even be touching the left button because the D-pad tilts. It'll register it as like a left input. Sometimes first before the down input.
I think I was just either panicking or, I'll say glitch. I'll say glitch. Game screwed me over.
Yep, game screwed you
That's
over.
not skill.
Game
That's
sucks.
not skill issue.
Terrible game. Terrible game.
Yeah, that was. I think I was on a near crab ahead for that.
Blew Neo up with their minds. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was honestly very ill-advised from me.
I am very disappointed in this flank, because I think I remember I saw them all on tower there. It did end up being a trade. But there were 3 of them on tower, and I thought if I can get like an 80 slash off here, I could hit like 2 of them at once.
Hmm.
I mean,
I
that's
think
just-
there the flank was just a little too slow,
Yeah, like I
to
think
be honest.
they probably know where I am because of the whale. I probably could have just dove right down there, honestly, because was it the pencil's not looking at me
Mhm.
anymore? The whale's ending.
Yeah, even just watching from grates is probably what I would do. If I were wanting to flank.
Yeah, oh, I shot too low. I aimed too low again. I can't keep doing that. I have to aim so far up with this weapon. Yeah, I would have hit him if I had aimed further up, I think. That might be a partially mechanics issue, also partially position and timing issue. We can fix the position and timing. I think that's more
What if
mechanics
it's a
I can do
better
on
idea
my
to stay on the grid?
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is what-
Good method.
Oh, you just meant to like stay on the
So-
grates here instead of dashing
Yeah,
forward.
yeah, because like you have a straight line of 2 of them from there. And they
Mhm. You
are
have the
deep-
range.
And I think too, I make it harder for myself because now my elevation is different. Now I have to aim way further up. And I already missed the first slash, so the combo doesn't work. And then I just go in for like a melee because I'm like, I can get a quick kill. And then now they see me, now they've darted me, now they've called me out, and now they've got like 2 people on me right now. And I go down. So yeah, I guess next time I can just stay on the grates. That's a good thing to know. Actually, let me go back a few minutes later here, because the push did end up getting stopped. Let's see how. Oh, okay, Arcader simply did the thing I wanted to do.
Nice.
Arcade simply wins.
He simply wins every time. Oh, how long was that Wiper sharking there? Oh my gosh.
For a while.
10
I don't think any of
seconds.
us had any chance of seeing that pulling it out though.
I think
Did we?
maybe he was visible
No,
when
because
he
what
was
is it?
swimming.
I think I might have been the last person to see him. So I remember I hit him and Ollie with the 80 damage. Ollie dies, he lives.
Yeah.
And then he just
He was there, what, 10, 15 seconds?
Yeah, he's the only one alive.
Mhm.
And since I did hit him for 80 damage, he would be visible on the map until he heals to full health. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what he does? He full heals, acts like he's retreating, and then sharks back into the alley. That's actually insane. Wow. I think Arcadia, when painting up, just didn't notice him in the alley.
Yeah, when he swims forward, he's going to be visible a bit.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
right
right
there,
there.
like before he pop stamp, but he's gonna pop stamp now. But before that, actually, it's like the frame before because his special icon disappeared on the top. But he was visible for a slight second.
Which in this case probably wasn't nearly enough for you to actually react, especially if you drop.
Oh yeah, at that point it was probably too late.
Hmm. When you're... Actually, never mind.
Okay.
That's desperation point.
I know overtime hasn't ended yet. No, there's 2 of us, and they're all collapsing on me. I trade, but it's not enough.
Yeah, when you're trying to make a last push like this, one of the most important things you can do, other than actually contribute to the push, is to not die. If you die, there's literally nothing you can do
Lose
to help.
control.
Essentially, yeah. So just staying alive and helping even paint closer to the tower for someone to actually push up is more useful than you not being able to do anything. So playing for life is really important, while keeping in mind you need to be making a push here.
I think that death was just me being impatient. Legitimately, like I was stuck behind that pillar for so long, and I wanted to do
Which
something.
I get, because you have like 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and they're being
It's
super
hard. It's
oppressive
tricky.
too. Like
It's super tricky finding a balance between playing safe enough to where you don't die immediately, and aggressive enough to where you can actually do something.
I think maybe I could have just maybe held this for like a little bit longer.
You could have probably used the tower as cover, pushed up on the right, and bubble. Maybe
Maybe.
is an option.
But I think at that point, what is it? The Wiper's looking at me. He's through a dart. The Blaster's
Well, if you
already
go back a few
pre-firing me.
seconds,
Hold
if
on.
you go back a few seconds here, you can see the tower returning back to middle. They don't have line of sight right there, so that's something you could keep in mind.
Oh, you're right.
Back a few more.
I see what you mean now. Like right over
Mm-hmm.
here.
Yep.
Not ride it, but get behind it.
Using it as cover. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I can like. Of course, I probably already threw a charge slash out, so they probably already know it. But that paints to it, so I think I would have had to do that in order to swim up there. But yeah, you move up while I'm under line of sight, and anyone who comes
And then
up,
bubbling behind tower, and then taking tower there could be pretty strong. I feel like as long as your teammates are actually able to push up with that, because you by yourself with tower's going to be out of bubble soon. You're not going to have much time.
Yeah.
You want your teammates up with that push.
I was gonna say something else they could do to counter it is if I bubble behind tower and they see him on there, what they can do is they can use tower's cover themselves, climb up, ride it, push it back, and then it runs over the bubble, and then that gets rid of it.
Well, with that, you can just also stay on tower. It'll be tricky trying to balance that, but
Yeah,
you could
like
also just stay on tower
probably
and
tap
prevent them
it
from pushing up.
quickly.
If you can, yeah, because especially if they get on while you're on there as well, that will just hold the tower in place, holding it in the bubble where you have the most advantage.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bubble against this comp, with the pencil and the rapid is very strong. The only people who are actually able to pressure you are Splash and Wiper if they actually push into the bubble.
And they have to push into a bubble with a one-shot decavitator watching them, which is very difficult.
Yep, that's the threat for them right there. So having your 3 weapons, even any of them can take really good advantage with that. So just having them push up into mid using the bubble is pretty good.
Yeah, I'll consider that next time trying to use the tower's cover as it moves back.
Well, I wouldn't default to using the tower as cover. That's just something to keep in mind.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Okay.
something I can use in that scenario and in other scenarios similar to it. It's just something I hadn't thought of in the moment, and something I think I would like to think of in the moment in the future. Yeah, I think I just dive in and then go down.
Your stream is kind of choking.
Is it?
Just a little. Just a wee bit.
Uh-oh.
It's probably fine now.
How much space do I have? No, I still have 33 gigs. I'm fine. Let's watch the 2v1.
Alright.
The 2v2 rather.
And then I do need to go. So it'll be pretty quick.
That could be it then. Is that fine?
Well,
I want to see this.
Oh, no.
oh wait, while we're
We have to show him the thing. If this is the last one, then we have to show him the thing.
I have to find
Yeah, show me whatever you guys feel like. Show.
No, this is it.
If it's quick, I can probably make it.
this one's only like 2 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Oh wait, really quickly as well. You're saying I'm trying to T-Tech or the V-Slosh. Which one do you think would be better?
Sorry, T-Tech instead of what?
Because originally I was doing Neo Splash. Oh, your stream's very.
Yeah, your stream is a little.
Hold on.
Sorry, a lot. All right, what were you saying?
Because we're talking about how for paint and strikes, Neo Splash is good. But you're saying for more of my play style, to get those fights in, T-Tech might be better. Or
Yeah, I
the
think
strike
between the
relatively
two.
V-Slosh as well. So you mentioned that as well.
If you want strikes, if you want specifically strikes, you're only looking for strikes. I would consider playing End Splash. But I think with specifically your playstyle, from at least what I've seen, I think you would benefit more from T-Tech. T-Tech fights a lot more. I notice you're pretty mechanically well off. You can win your fights a lot of the time when you take good fights. Because the thing with End Splash, it's just all in on paint. T-Tech's more balanced. It can fight and it can paint, but it just can't paint or spam strikes as well as Splash can. So it's more of a trade-off, essentially. I think if you want to learn T-Tech, I think it's a pretty good pick. V-Slash is really strong. If that's something you're interested in, definitely play Slosher. I think Slosher is very strong because it is very strong. I don't think it doesn't fit in the comp. You're just gonna need to play around having a little less paint because now you only have essentially edit to paint. Which edit can do is just not going to be able to do as well as edit splash, for example.
Yeah, I hear it.
So definitely just experiment, see what you guys like. I think all three are good options. I think you would benefit most from T-Tech. But if you want to try Slosher or Splash, that's completely fine.
Let me research T-Tech. I might have some questions on some builds I'll ask you later.
Okay. Yeah, I have a friend who plays a bunch of shot. They got like I think 7,000 shot wins. So I gotta ask him.
That's a lot.
I gotta ask him some shot. It is a lot. He's been playing shooters day one, essentially.
Yeah.
On four.
Yeah, I think I just didn't see him. Two tunnel vision on the flank here. Do you have Ninja Squid?
No, I just. I think you asked that.
Not.
Or maybe. Okay, here it is.
Did Arcader ask it? I think he did.
Holy trade. Okay. I see you, Orson.
Holy trade, Batman.
This is the one.
On
Just
four.
wins. Just wins.
He just wins.
It's my new favorite thing to do is just go right.
I don't think we played this map much.
No, we have not. Although I don't think
Zones
double-
Manta kind of sucks.
Oh, wait, I remember this
I
telling-
should not have gone for that dash. That was so dumb. I probably could have just popped Bubbler
Booyah
in that
cancel?
zone there.
Booyah
Oh,
cancel?
no, I didn't get Booyah cancel, but we'll see.
On four.
Yeah, double
Oh.
zone maps aren't exactly great in this game.
I remember I called
No,
out.
I like double zones.
I
man.
called out
It's
like
just Manta
he's sharking
specifically.
in the ink, and Arcader did
So
not
you're
know
like, he's
which
sharp in the
ink,
corner, he's in the corner.
and
then
he
goes
picked
to
the
that
wrong corner. Did not pick the corner with the purple ink.
That's a tragedy.
I did not see that coming at all. Did not see that coming at all.
Nice. Oh. Nice.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
a me once.
How often do you guys check your minutes? Like, just a random question. Like throughout games.
I'll be fully honest, I'm horrible on it. I check
Um,
at the beginning, whenever I respawn,
Mhm.
or at the beginning of the game. And if I'm playing Crab, I might check it when I hit somebody to see where they are, occasionally.
Okay. That's pretty good. Okay.
for me, it's usually either when I'm respawning or when I suspect someone is trying to take an off angle at me. And so, like, if I see someone moving in an odd direction, and
Mhm.
I'll look at the map, see if there's any paint moving my way.
Okay. Yeah, basically you're gonna want to just flick it open every little bit, every so often. And it's just to gain information very quickly. Just open the map, close the map. If you see, you know, trails of paint in a certain way, like on a flank or something, or you know, a player model or like whatever. Um, you're just gaining information from that. Some amount of information. It's just something to get into a good habit of doing. You don't want to do it too often, where it's like the only thing you're focused on. But when you're not really fighting anybody, not really doing much, I think it's pretty good to get into the habit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Nice.
Just hitting,
Good
just
DM.
hitting
I love
the
it.
nay.
Oh god. That's sad.
Yeah, I know, it's a dated
Dated
joke.
reference.
That I feed because it's funny.
Nice.
And that's it. And we're done. And it's over.
Nice. Good 2v2.
We were laughing the entire time. It was so funny.
That was hilarious.
I love maps and modes.